Hello. I have a few things to say about Go, which has been an absolutely incredible pleasure to study. I have been a Python engineer for a very, very long time. Originally, I started as a system engineer like 15 years ago, but 5 or 6 years ago, I got the opportunity to work with Python and I've never really looked back. Ever since, I've been very resistant to change because I figured, you know what, this is the simplest, I'm gonna have it. I've always said Python is better than sliced bread, but man, recently I got bored and I'm like, you know what, let's just go try Go for a little bit. God, it's so good, dude. I have a fondness in my heart for C, and I do because back many years ago, 2 decades almost, I remember my first big program that I ever wrote was this CLI console, like a MUD type game, you know, the text-based games. Man, I spent so many hours in the computer lab at the university just typing away, and it was brilliant. It was nothing special, but it was so good, man. It was so good because C is, you know, it's a simple language. It's nothing too crazy. It was beautiful. And, you know, and then they started teaching me Java and C++, and I'm like, oh, this is what real programming must be like, because it's so much complicated, right? There's so much more here. Reality is, nah, bro. There's something beautiful about simplicity. And yeah, I've worked with C++ and Java for a ton of years after university, never really looking back at C, or, well, whenever I did get an opportunity to work with C, I hated it because I've forgotten, you know, like I've moved away from the simple pleasures in life, like having a walk in the seaside. Look at this, it's so beautiful. Well, ignore the mud, but you know, it's January, okay? Picking up Go for really no other reason but to just be like, hey, let's give it a crack. It can't be that bad, right? It's really not that bad. It's so simple and elegant, and a lot of the pleasures that I've missed working with Python for so many years, like pointers and memory manipulation and all of those things, it has, but it doesn't have them in a and garbage collection. It doesn't overwhelm you with its complexity, but it doesn't underwhelm you with its simplicity. I don't know, that sounds kind of smart, but what I really mean by this is Go gives you the ability to do everything you want. You can kind of shoot yourself in the foot, you know, it's no Rust, it's no it's nothing even close, but at the same time, it's just elegant. Another thing that I've found painful using Python for so long has been the fact that there's so many different ways to do something in Python. Back in the Stack Overflow days, I never felt good enough to be a Python engineer because somebody would always come up with the oversimple one-liner solution extraordinaire, and and that shit fucking weighs on you, man. You know, like you think to yourself, God damn, I'm so dumb, why didn't I come up with a one-liner? And you know, and then you kind of try pushing yourself to come up with more and more clever solutions to problems, and then you end up just producing garbage code, you know? And even though simple Python code is super easy to read, albeit maybe a little verbose, you know, it depends on what you're trying to do. It took me many years to appreciate that, I guess. You know, it took me many years to appreciate that, and then to also pass it on to everybody that I was mentoring at the time. And now I feel like I've gone so far back into this extreme of keep it as verbose and as well explained as you can for the benefit of who? You know what I mean? It's like, I hate that I've gone back so much into the oversimplify everything to the point where Uncle Bob would be proud with you, but also you kind of hate yourself, and then your future colleagues and code reviewers just hate the code you do. And what I mean by this is you sit down and you have a function that you can finish in, let's say it's a Python class and you need 3 functions in it, right? There might be some overlapping code. So you go and you refactor it out. And then those refactors, you see that some of them share whatever, like a service call or something like that. So you're gonna go refactor out the function code too. And then you end up having, what did we count, like 7, 8 additional methods in your fucking class for what? It's just ridiculous. Uncle Bob would be proud of you, but also would you be really proud of yourself? So then you go back in the point where you start repeating yourself. You go back to the 3-method solution, but at that point it's like, did I really achieve anything here? How proud am I of this work? Too early to say. How will Go be able to solve this problem for me? Maybe, I mean, not maybe. It is definitely a me problem. And I hate that it has gotten to the point where writing beautiful code does mean, I suppose there are split camps on this topic nowadays, right? With people saying that, yeah, Uncle Bob is the devil, and then also, well, maybe he took some things into the extreme, but maybe he's not wrong about everything. You know what I mean? Like, it happens with everybody in history. I don't know. I don't like repeating code. I don't like repeating myself, and we'll see if that's something that, Go is going to be able to solve for me. I've not had a chance to use it in anything serious yet, only toy projects, but thus far, it's kind of cracked. The simplicity that it offers for everything, it almost kind of pushes you. I think that the fact that it's not an object-oriented language and it doesn't push you with classes and that kind of stuff, you can still get there if you really want to with structs. I feel good about it. I feel positive. And I feel positive because I feel like the fact that the language doesn't push you in a specific direction, but it still expects things to be done in a very specific kind of way. I'm very, very excited to write more Go. Yeah. It's a good language. You should give it a try. And honestly, what inspired this whole thing has been listening to the Primogen's suggestion of, well, not even a suggestion, like he just explained how he studies languages, First off, I love the fact that we have such a good software engineer influencer by actual good people on YouTube, on the YouTube. But also I love that he motivates people to, myself included, to go and just fucking study, man, and play around with the language. You don't always have to do something serious with your work. You could also play with your work. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a chef, doesn't mean that when you go home, you can't have fun cooking some garbage for yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the same for engineering, and I've found great joy just studying and really taking my time to study a new language. And yeah, what I was saying earlier was I found a lot of inspiration in him saying, just sit down for a full year and just grind out a specific language, that you want to learn and get better at. And specifically a language that is different from what you are being paid to do right now. That's so cracked. It's such a based suggestion, and it's just refreshing. And I realized that maybe that's what I've had trouble with in the past, because I've never sat down to work with a project that I have with a language that I use professionally 8 hours a day, but also go home and do another 3-4 hours with the same language, solving different problems. Maybe it's not really about the problems you're trying to solve, but about the tools that you're playing with. Like, I wonder if Lego people go back home, the professional Lego builders, if they go back home and they're like, damn, I'm gonna go fucking use some Roblox or something now. whatever the off-brand Lego they have, and then be like, damn, that's so cracked. I wonder if they get the same fucking feeling of excitement, because man, that's how I've been feeling, and it's, yeah, what a joy. It's been such a joy. I'm a big fan, but I'll let you know. It could be the coffee, it could be the early day, it could be the beautiful view, but man, yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.